walk through forest, so it should be good. We're just on our way to catch the shuttle now. It's going to take us to the start of the track and we're going to walk back. It's 80 kilometres, 4-day hike for us. So come along, it'll be fun. Foggy old day in Onguru. So we're just at the Timber Trail shuttle. I think we're heading off about 8:30 to the start of the Timber Trail. Okay, yep. That's it, we're off. Let's go. Okay. Start of the Timber Trail. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Which way do we go?
This way. That way.
Okay, let's go. So we've just started off slowly on the Timber Trail. It's a nice gentle walk to start with. It's so beautiful in here. Look at all this bush, all native forest, never been forested. So up here is a couple of kahikatea trees, also known as a white pine.
Today's walk is mainly going to be uphill all the way. I think we start off somewhere around about 500 metres and go up to about 980 metres.
Ooh, it's a bit of a climb. It's a bit of an effort for a first day wearing these heavy packs.
Then after that is 3 days of downhill.
So the Timber Trail starts in Pureora and walk 80 kilometres back to Onguru where we parked our cars. Yeah, so the shuttle drops us off. We've got all our stuff with us, so we've got all our accommodation, meals for 4 days, and all our sleeping stuff with us. Mike strapped his tent on the outside. That's our tent there. The Timber Trail is more common with cyclists. Most people cycle it. It's a 2-day cycle, but it's also part of the TA Trail, the Te Araroa, which is the walk that walks the length of New Zealand. Oh, we've done a kilometre. Feels like we're walking for hours, Mike. Only 79 to go. So through here, all this forest has never been logged. It's all original natives. There was a protest here back in the 70s.
Yeah, and in 1978 it saw the first treetop protest to actually stop the timber felling. All the countryside around here, which is all farmland, all used to be like this at one time.
So thank you people in the 70s who saved this forest for us to walk through today.
Well, you could have made the path straighter.
There's all these little ditches along here. What do you think they are, Mike?
Drainage water runoff by the looks of it.
Oh, the 2 kilometre mark, Mike.
Yeah, another 68 to go. But who's counting?
Well, Mike's obviously not, because it's actually 78 to go.
Oh, 78? Oh, God. I can't count.
We just stopped and we're just listening to the native parrot. I think it's the kaka. And a snack. We bought fruitcake, homemade. So these are our fully loaded packs. We've just seen a sign for a historic 1928 Caterpillar tractor. So it's just a little diversion off down this way. We'll go and have a look. 200 metres. Oh, is that a statue? Oh. Hi, come to interrupt your peace. So here's a tractor and the tractor driver's here too, just waiting.
How to repair it.
Broken down, I see.
Blown a piston. So there were 101 brought to New Zealand. There's hardly any left surviving because they got broken down for scrap after they were sort of used or broke down. So apparently this is quite rare.
Oh wow.
That hole where it's blowing out, that's where the piston blew out down there.
Here,
Here. Oh, down there. Oh wow, that's where the piston blew out.
All right, that's Joe off. No more walking for Joe. Well, that was well worth the detour, even if I do regret it later on today.
So far we've just walked over 3 kilometres and we've just come into a clearing, finally come out of the bush for the first time.
So we're heading up there.
Ah, is that Mount Pureora?
Yeah.
So we've got a bit uphill yet, and it's starting to warm up now we're out of the trees.
So this is what logging does. No trees.
Just a bunch of blackberries. Getting warm.
Well, you had forest cruising, and a guy would go in and he'd map out the timber to be felled. And he'd measure about chest height with a tape here, throw around the tree and have to catch as he come around the other side, because there's only one of him to get all the way around the tree. And then from that, he would then estimate how much timber there was in that tree, and then someone else would come along, tag the tree, ready for it to be felled.
Woohoo! We're at the 5 kilometre mark. So I think we've been walking 2.5 kilometres per hour on average. I think we're probably walking faster than that, but we're just stopping a lot. Reading signs, visiting tractors. This is actually private land that we're walking along, that they're allowing us to walk and cycle along. So that's really nice of them. So they're just saying to stay on the trail, which, you know, you would anyway. Look at that cool tree over there, Mike. It looks like its limbs are clutching its way up to the sky. So we've just passed the 6 kilometre mark, and there's a little road crossing. Look for traffic, look left, look right. There's a few cyclists doing the Pureora trail, and we've had our first 2 past us today, so we'll keep an eye out for some of those. That sounds a little bit exciting. They're riding the length of New Zealand from Cape Reinga all the way down to Bluff. It's 3,000 kilometres, and they've got to do it no less than 10 days and no more than 30 days. Sounds like a mission. It'd be, you know, 100, 150 kilometres a day. Whew, hard work. So we're just taking a little break on the helipad for lunch. Yep, so we've got some wraps.
Behind me is rejuvenating forest. It was cleared in 2003 and it's starting to grow back. This happened before, twice before, one about 1900 years ago and another time about 21,000 years ago when what is now Lake Taupo erupted.
We don't want to stop for too long because we'll seize up. I felt myself starting to seize after that, just stopping to have a sandwich. We read somewhere there was no water on the first day, but I mean there's a nice little stream there if you wanted to get down to it, because we've actually carted a lot of water with us. Mike's got 3 litres and I've got 2.5. So just after the 7 kilometre mark, this little stream, as long as it's flowing during the summer, you can fill up your bottles. So we're just heading into a remote alpine environment. Grade 3 intermediate if you're on a bike. Ensure you're well prepared and about adequate time. Whew. All right, let's go. Quite neat looking trees through here, all squigglied and curly. Up there, you expect to see maybe elves come running out.
Enchanted forest.
Moss covered hands and mossy coloured. Oh, bike's coming. So we're just at the 10k mark, halfway for today. It's really neat how they have little markers so you know where you are and how far you got to go. So just past the 10 kilometre sign, there's some more toilets and mobile phone reception. Quirky trees up here, they're really windy and twisty, they're really neat. Look at them, Mike. I felt like I'm in another world. So those holes we pointed out earlier, this looks like what they're for, filling up with water. So I've been walking almost 5 hours, almost that's been uphill, but now we're onto a bit of a downhill stretch now. Nice. Some more of these quirky trees. Look at that, Mike, we're at the highest point. So just for a bit of perspective, there's Lake Taupo out there. It's in the distance. How do I know that? Because the sign says so. Just after the highest point, there's another little water spot by the looks of it. Coming down there, and a little running down there.
It's just that time of day. Nowhere to go. Up. Up.
It's not working, Mike. Mike's trying to teach his backpack to jump on his back without him having to lift it up.
Here you are, I'll show you again. This is what you do. You come up here like that, on there like that. That's all you have to do.
About another 2 hours to do on this walk. What's another 2 hours on the 6 we've already done? I think we're coming up to about the 17 kilometre mark. We just stopped and had a muesli bar. It's given us a little bit of a burst of energy, which is quite nice. It's so amazingly quiet in here. All the cyclists seem to have stopped for now. Oh, not even any birds. Eerie forest.
The monster of the forest has eaten all the birds.
Now Mike's scaring me. All these trees with their hairy limbs. I've heard you don't walk through here at night. Never walk through here at night. Those hairy trees, they'll get you. They turn into hairy gollas. And up ahead is a bus stop. I didn't know the bus came through here, Mike. Let's just have a look inside the shelter. Look at this. It's brand new. It smells so new. You can sleep in here, Mike. It smells like a sauna. It's neat. Now,
Right.
oh shit.
Okay. Oh, you're right there.
Yep, I'm fine. Are you the only one? Can I get up without getting hit? Said a cyclist almost take us out. We thought we were up to the 16 kilometre mark earlier, but we're only just here now, so okay. The cyclists so far have been really good. They've been really friendly. They've been dinging their bells. Another 4Ks, even though I thought it was another 4Ks like 4Ks ago. But further along, you could walk up to the summit of Mount Pureora, and I think we might be up there, but we must have walked around in a big loop. There used to be a track up and down the other side, but Doc don't maintain the track down the other side. So if you go up it now, you've got to walk up and back down again, and it's a 45-minute walk up there. So just past the 17th kilometre. I think we're stopping at 20. I'm about ready to stop now. Boggin Hut, I think we're staying at. Lots of those freaky trees in here. I hope we get to camp before dark. So I've just turned off the track because we're going to the Boggin Hut. I don't want to get lost. It's like a 30-minute walk off the main track. Right, so here we are. We've arrived at Boggin Hut. Jenny and Linda got their tents up already, cooking their dinner. We just got here, we're knackered, so we're going to wait, have a little rest before we put our tent up. Look at this. Right, little cooking area. It's quite nice. So we'll just take a look inside the hut. Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum. Oh, look at this. It's nice. Got a wood burner. Got some mouldy mattresses. Got some rats. Probably lots of spiders in here. Intentions book. Little area out here for whatever. No water. Water's empty. Kaput. And everyone's just sitting there. So it's Jenny's tent, Linda's tent. And we're just going to put our tent up over there. Off to put up our tent. So we've had our dinner, but we're just sitting around here trying to decide what to do. Nobody wants to play games. Well, we tried playing I Spy, but everyone's so tired. It's really hard. It's the hardest game ever. Considering going to bed, it's 6:30. Here we are in our bed for the first night camping on the timber trail.
I ache.
We're both achy, really achy, not used to carrying so much stuff on our backs.
Yeah, another 3 days of
3
walking.
more days and 2 more nights in the tent. So we'll see you in the morning.
All right.
Can you do the hand?
First
Oh,
one,
wow, look at this. I don't want to fall in. So this is our accommodation for the night.
True. You are sort of an animal.